Hi, I'm Greg Wallace and this is the Master Plumbers CEO update. Now, as you'll all be aware, we're still dealing with a worldwide pandemic, and in New Zealand that means for us we're in different alert levels across the country. Now, I'm sure this has driven some frustration, particularly in the Auckland and Waikato region where there's still major border restrictions. I can tell you now that Master Plumbers are advocating very strongly to make sure that we can keep the construction industry maintained as best we can, knowing there is going to be some restraints on supply and border restrictions. I also think it's really key time to remind you of the responsibility for all the members and your staff. So just a friendly reminder, it is really critical that we're showing leadership in the way of having face masks for all our staff, particularly when they're customer interacting, and also having good PPE protocols across the board. This week is Mental Health Week, and we're really focusing on the well-being of our staff and the culture that we want to support across the industry. With Mental Health Week, it's about making sure that your staff is safe and you have the confidence to have a conversation with them and simply just to ask them how they are on each day. We're going to have to live with this pandemic as we go through the rest of the year and into 2022. We've got amazing protocols available through Chazens, and they're all on the Master Plumbers website. With our resources on the Master Plumbers website, including our Wellbeing on Tap, it's a great resource to have a look at. Particularly, we recently launched a quick flyer about returning to work. So that's a physical side that you need to be aware for your team members, and also the mental side as they gear up back to a 40-hour week. So on the advocacy front, obviously it becomes extremely busy under a COVID situation because we're talking to particularly MB and ministers about opening supply chains and making sure that, particularly under level 3, that the construction sector can operate safely. Chazens again have done a wonderful job in updating the protocols, so make sure you use those resources. A quick note on vaccinations. Master Plumbers' viewpoint on this is that we support vaccinations. We believe that's the best way to maintain the construction industry and to keep all New Zealanders safe. You do need to have individual conversations with your teams and also just be aware of their individual circumstances. As we reach the target, you'll see more controls are released from the government, so we think it's the best method to support a recovery for New Zealand's economy. Look, on other matters, the lead in tapware and plumbing products is still high on the priority. I have a meeting with the Minister Poto Williams in the coming weeks, and we've got 5 criteria that we're asking the government to work through, and that's including an urgent review of some of the plumbing standards to ensure that we can remove lead from not just tapware but also from all plumbing products. So we'll keep you informed as we work through that. You may be aware that Australia have made the decision to remove lead from all plumbing products, and that will take place over the next 3 years as the suppliers work through their stock. For the gas sector, we're making great progress with the alternative gas fuels that we know that can be carbon neutral. So we had a meeting with Minister Woods and the other gas sector leaders, and we are making some good progress, including a pilot scheme for a couple of projects that are going to commence in the Taranaki region next year, which will trial some of these alternative fuels. It's also encouraging to see major companies like Air New Zealand forecasting that in the future hydrogen will be used as an alternative fuel for air transport. And that really helps take the projects to the next level. We're really sure that the gas sector will remain strong and viable well into the future, and Master Plumbers are doing a lot of work on what the training requirements will be for the industry into the future. So again, there'll be some news in the New Zealand Plumber magazine, but we'll keep you informed as we make progress through this exciting development. So on our member business profile, we're really encouraging members to have a look at our website and some of the new releases that we've put out there. One that I do want to highlight is the Crombie Lockwood and Master Plumbers umbrella cover. That takes your public liability insurance from whatever it is, so it could be 2 to 4 million, and it automatically for a small fee takes it up to $10 million cover. I'm really encouraging members to look at that because it protects your business and any liability that you may have out on day-to-day job. If you want any more details about that, please come to the Master Plumbers website or contact either Crombie Lockwood or the Master Plumbers team, and we'll be able to get an agent to come and talk to you directly. Finally, for our benefits, you would have seen that we've announced in the coming weeks that Mobile Fuel has offered a special discount for all our members across New Zealand, and that's 17 cents off the pump price. So wherever you are in the country, when you pull up to the mobile station, whatever printed price they have, you'll get 17 cents automatically when you use your mobile and master plumber's card. So I hope you take those benefits, particularly into December when you're filling up your boats and caravans and other transportation. Look, in the meantime, I just want to thank particularly the Master Plumbers and the MasterLink team for all their support and hard work they did during lockdown. It's difficult being at home and not being able to convene regular meetings, but we all worked extremely hard to make sure that we had the industry up and operating and working safely. So I do want to commend them. And to all the members out there that are doing essential work and looking after their customers and also keeping their team safe, keep going, you're doing a great job for New Zealand. And as we build through this recovery, the construction sector looks extremely positive with, again, highest ever residential dwelling consenting coming through over the last couple of months. So it's really positive out there. We still need more staff and we need more apprentices coming through to be plumbers, gas fitters and drainers. Thank you for your time and I'll see you next time.